Hello, for today's lesson, we'll focus on calculating the bulk volume of a reservoir using different methods such as trapezoidal method, pyramidal method, and Simpson's method. So let us first define bulk volume. So when we say bulk volume, okay, the bulk volume is a total volume of the reservoir, and generally it is calculated as this one, the bulk volume equals the area multiplied by the thickness. Now, if the thickness is defined as the net pay, this one. So if this is the net pay, okay, then multiplying it by the area, it gives us the net volume, net reservoir volume, this one, net reservoir volume, okay. It is not just a bulk volume, but it is a net reservoir volume. Okay, so why do we need to study other methods? At the first glance, the formula is simple, right? However, in real reservoir studies, okay, the area, okay, this one, the area and the thickness, okay, those parameters are not directly given. Okay, they are not directly given. And another thing, okay, they are derived from the contour maps. Okay, so contour maps. Contour maps such as structural map and isopap. Iso maps. Okay, and these maps, it show variations in area, changes in thickness, and as well as the distribution of data from different wells. And because of this, we need more advanced method or methods to compute volume accurately using the contour levels, no, and their corresponding areas. Okay? Again, from the structural maps and isotope maps, we can derive these following parameters: the contour levels. These contour levels, it provides us thickness, okay, and then the areas, the corresponding areas of each levels, contour levels. Now let's begin with the trapezoidal method. So it is called trapezoidal method because the volume between the two contour levels is approximated as a trapezoidal shape section. So imagine, okay, imagine that we have an anticline reservoir, this one, okay, sorry for my drawing, and here we have contour levels here, different contour levels. So let's say this one is first level. So have 0 here, and this one. Let's say we have 10. Okay, so let's focus in this first interval. Okay, so again, no, the interval is from we have 0, and then the next one is 10. So meaning, no, the assumptions here is that we have the thickness interval, which is 10. No? Let's say 10 feet. Okay. So now, if we will compute the volume of this first interval, okay, we will be using this formula. Okay, volume equals h over 2. Okay, the thickness, the contour interval thickness over 2 divided by 2 multiplied by the area, right? The area of the lower interval, this or the lower contour plus the area of the upper contour. Okay, so this is basically the way of calculating the volume of of an interval. So now, if we continue calculating the rest of the intervals, so let's say now in this interval we have 20 here. So the formula will be modified. Okay, and this time we will be using this formula. Okay, we will be using this formula until we reach the final part, and let's say this is 30. Okay, now in the final intervals, okay, so the calculation or the formula here will be different. Okay, why? Because the thickness may not be equal to the standard interval that we have. So as you can see in this illustration, so the contour levels, okay, is increased by 10. So we have 0, 10, 20, 30. And okay, but in the final, let's say if we have add another here, if we have 40 or 30, let's say 35. Okay, no, no, no. Right, let's stick with this. So we have 10, 20, 30, but in the final interval between this 30 and this uh, final contour, the thickness is around, let's say, the thickness of this, the final, the last two contours. Okay, the thickness is, let's say, we have 5, okay, 5 feet. So this means that we need to uh, calculate it differently. Okay, again, between these two intervals, the first and the second one, we have 10, right? 10 thickness, 10 feet. Between 10 and 20, have uh, it also has 10 feet thickness. Okay, this one, okay, 20 and 30, it also have uh, 10 feet. Okay. and fifth. Now, okay, as for the final interval, we have 5. So, meaning the thickness, the thickness suddenly decreases, right? And usually, this final interval, or yeah, this final interval represents the fluid contact, the boundary. If the reservoir consists of oil and gas and water, so meaning that there's uh, oil and gas contact or gas oil contact. Okay, so this final interval, this one, okay, this one consists of gas. Okay, and the formula here will be this one. It is calculated using this formula. Okay, H prime, so that is partial thickness. A prime, so that is the interpolated area, okay, at gas oil contact. So combining all the formulas that we have, okay, combining all the equations, so the final bulk volume equation will be this one. Okay, and take note of the condition. So the condition here is that the A sub n over the A sub n minus 1 must be greater than 0.5. Okay, so this formula, the trapezoidal method formula, is applicable only if the condition is applied or if the condition is satisfied rather. Okay, it should be greater than 0.5. If we get the ratio of the lower interval and the upper interval,